There's a specific reason why some of the most renowned athletes often don't take the last shot to tie the basketball game, miss the putt to take the lead, or strike out with runners on second and third with the score tied. It's the same reason the rest of us freeze when we get in front of audiences, tank at job interviews we know we're qualified for, and fall short of personal targets that we logically should have smashed. The problem is that when we're faced with a high-stakes situation, our unconscious mind takes over. We get anxious or angry or overwhelmed or fearful, and we cannot logic our way out of those feelings. We can't logic our way out because unconscious problems don't have rational solutions. But that doesn't mean the solutions don't exist. When you find yourself in those moments of panic, you're operating from something called your trapped self. Your trapped self is the version of you who acts from a place of fear. The one who is constantly on the lookout for threats, stressors, and opportunities for failure. And guess what? When that's what you're looking for, that's usually what you'll find. Now here's the good news. This version of you, the trapped self, isn't the only version you have available. We also have what I like to call a heroic self. Your heroic self is the version of you who is constantly looking for opportunities to expand, to grow their skill set, to master new challenges, to hit that home run out of the ballpark. Where your trapped self sees a threat, your heroic self sees a challenge. Where your trapped responds with panic, your heroic self responds with courage. And where your trapped self retreats to preserve its dignity, your heroic self expands to grow its skill set. Now the question is, how do you access this heroic version of yourself? When you're operating from a place of fear, your heroic self seems like an out-of-reach fantasy. The good news is, that's okay, because you don't have to change who you are to access your heroic self. You just have to change the way you show up in the world. Imagine, you're about to step on stage to make a speech. You might be terrified, you might feel shaky, uncertain, and like you're about to throw up. Now imagine that the moment you stepped on stage, you transformed into Wonder Woman, or Mother Teresa, or Nelson Mandela. What kind of impression do you think you would leave on your audience? Would your insecurity drop away if you had the raw courage of your favorite superhero? The measured wisdom of a famous philanthropist? How about the incredible leadership abilities of one of the world's most relentless politicians? Almost anything you said on that stage would be well received by your audience. Not because they'd automatically believe it, because you would. Here's a little secret about most of the successful people you admire. Most of them have an alter ego. LeBron James isn't the same person on and off the basketball court. Oprah Winfrey isn't handing out cars after hours. Even Wonder Woman went by Diana when she wasn't busy saving the day. None of the superheroes you admire, real or fake, operate as their heroic selves all of the time. And you don't have to either. Because your inner hero isn't there to change who you are at your core. It's there to unlock the capability that's always been inside of you and to access it whenever you need to swoop in and help you save the day.